Alright, first thing you do, get it and take your lid off, like that. You start just rolling it between your hands like this to warm it up. It'll take a minute. The point of doing this is so you get the liquid to kind of like loosen up a bit, so it's easier to draw it out. That should be good. Then you open your syringe and you attach a larger gauge needle. I'm using 20 gauge. You attach it and remove the lid. Then get yourself an alcohol wipe, and you wipe the top of the vial just to keep it sanitized. Then, depending on your dosage, you will draw the plunger back. For me, I use 0.2 milligrams, so I draw it to that point. Put it on a flat surface, and you put the needle firmly inside the vial. You tilt it up, draw it out like way past where it's supposed to. That way it'll come in. I didn't warm mine up long enough, so it's kind of goopy. So it'll take a little bit longer to fill up, but should be fine. Try to keep the pressure applied so that it keeps drawing out. Then once you're past your dosage, inject the rest back in to the vial. You want to try to avoid having bubbles in there, but if you do get some, just kind of flick it. If you miss some, it's fine. It's not going to cause any real harm, but you do still want to try to avoid that. Okay. You're going to put your lid back on. Press it down firmly on the surface using my laptop. Take the large gauge needle off. Keep it in some sort of plastic container. I just use this empty wipes thing. Keep all the used needles in there. Whenever it's filled up, just return it to the pharmacy. They'll dispose of it. Then you get a smaller gauge needle. This is a 25 gauge. I've used 23 gauge and 22 gauge as well. They don't hurt that bad, but this is the best one. Take your lid off, make sure it's firmly attached. Then for the actual injection site, take on your dominant arm, you use that leg. Non-dominant hand at your kneecap, dominant hand, non-dominant. When you pinch right there, this is going to be your injection site. Wipe just the whole thing, that whole area with alcohol. That way everything's good to go. If you don't get it in a specific spot, you know that you're fine this way. Take your needle, and I have a short needle, so I put the whole thing in. You don't have to do that, just get it like enough in there. Just put it in and inject. Throw that out, put on your Band-Aid, and you are good to go. Kind of struggle to find the right spot, but there you go.